Life is not about luck. It's about people who go through the process of trial and prepare themselves. What you are trying to achieve, you may need a certain kind of character, and that character will only be built through process of your trials. So when you are at a place in life where you feel like people have gone before you, or you look down on yourself, or you feel like your potential is not enough, think again. Because you need to readjust your state of mind and know that you are in a place, and that place is preparing you for a great opportunity ahead of you. People will try to shut you down. They will try to, tell you things that will bring your spirit down. But ignore them. Do not see trials as what? Obstacles. See them as an opportunity for growth and transformation. Because when you get to the next phase of the trial, after you've faced it and overcome it, you realize that so this delay was for a purpose. So this denial was for a purpose. So this rejection was for a purpose. On episode 2, I want us to focus on the biblical perspective on trials and how God uses them to strengthen us and transform our life. When we read James 1:2-4, he says what? Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces what? Perseverance. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. So God knew there will come a time in your life where you'll be facing trials, because these trials prepare you and they mold you and they bring you out of certain state of life. What you are trying to achieve, you may need a certain kind of character, and that character will only be built through process of your trials. So when we look at David as a shepherd boy in the field, he was killing lions and fighting animals. During that process or that time, he was being prepared for a greater opportunity ahead of him. Because if he had not learned to go through the trials of killing the lions and the animals that wanted to kill the shepherd, he would not have been able to kill Goliath. So everybody in your life, your trial moment is preparing you for a greater opportunity ahead of you. Your trial moment is preparing you for great opportunity ahead. That is why James 1:2 says, what? Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces what? Perseverance. David went through it. Our Lord Jesus, Master and Savior, went through it. He went through trials, went through pains for our sake. So, beloved, maybe you too, you are the sacrificial lamb of your family or your generation. So, why don't you face and embrace your moment of trial? Because by going through this phase of trial, it will produce perseverance. Because when David was in the field, being prepared to meet Goliath, remember that when he got to the field where his brothers were, there were well-trained military men there, but they were already there before David got there. So when you are at a place in life where you feel like people have gone before you, or you look down on yourself, or you feel like your potential is not enough, think again. My sister, think again. Because you need to readjust your mind, state of mind, and know that you are in a place, and that place is preparing you for a great opportunity ahead of you. Life is not about luck. It's about people who go through the process of trial and prepare themselves. Beloved, if you learn and prepare yourself for an exam, and you let God guide and lead you, you will pass. You will pass. It's the same thing as you are going through the trials. He said, count it all joy when you face many kinds of trials. Because it is the testing of your faith that produces what? Perseverance. So this moment that you find yourself in, don't feel left out. Don't feel like people have gone before you, people are better than you, people have left you. Because before David got to the field, there were military men there. Military men are well-trained men. But they were there and they could not face Goliath. But David got there, analyzed the situation. Because what? He has dealt with similar situations. So you see what trial does. It gives you experience. It teaches you how to handle struggles and challenges. Because when you go through phase of trials, you gain some method or formula that helps you to what? Overcome challenges all the time. You see, before you get to where you are now, remember that there came a time that you faced a certain problem and you felt like it has come to an end. But in the end, you overcame it because you went through the phase of testing times, and then your faith was tested, and then you persevered and overcame. And then honor and glory came. So this same place you find yourself in again, beloved, remember that it is the testing of your what? Faith that produces perseverance. So do not worry when others go before you, or when you feel stuck, or when you feel like you've got to the place everything seems to be falling apart, but someone's own or others' life are moving on smoothly. They've been through their own phase of trials. So this is your moment. Do not look left, do not look right. Because David, when he got to the field, they were men. So sometimes people will say, Charlie, the way people are doing it so well, how would they see me? How would they accept me? Or how would they even notice me? Remember, when David accepted the challenge that he was going to face Goliath, people were making mockery of him. People were laughing at him. You see, you get to a place you want to do something, and then people will try to shut you down. They'll try to, tell you things that will bring your spirit down. But ignore them and mount up courage and embrace your trial moment and face your challenge. Because Bible tells us in James 1:2 that consider it pure joy when opportunities like that come. Do not see trials as what? Obstacles. See them as an opportunity for growth and transformation. So David stood when men were there. There were other men like him. So sometimes there will be men in the family, but you have to be that man. You have to be that one woman or that one man that says that no, not in my era, not in my generation, because we are passing here to transition to a place. So if you are here, it means that you are here for a purpose. So it is important that you get to that mindset that no, I will not come and die just and go away like that. I will leave a mark here by what? Fulfilling my purpose, or seeking my purpose, or living my purpose. You must leave an impartation. David faced his trials, and today his story has become a motivational story. Joseph faced his trials, and his story has become motivation. When you bring it to today's world, there are many that have been through trials, but in the end, it has become a motivational story. I like to talk about Trump, and I've said it in previous episodes. Look at him. It doesn't matter what happened to him. Went back, did his homework, embraced his trials, went to God, depend on God, seek guidance, came back, and today look, he's back on the seat. So why have you got into? Why do you think all is lost? Why are you hopeless? Why are you feeling lost? Because your friends have left you. Your true friend is Jesus. He's the one who will not leave you. Someone told me some time back, you got no friend. If you want a friend, if Jesus should be your friend, because he's the only one who will not leave you in trial moments. Though your mother and your father forsake you, I, the Lord, will not forsake you. I will be with you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. So when David got to the field and decided to face Goliath, look at what happened. Then you embrace your trials. Then you face your trials. And consider your trials as what? Opportunities, but not obstacles. It shifts you from nothing to something. Because just that moment, the opportunity that was given to him after he has gone through the place of what? Preparation and trials. He got to the level of what? Opportunity. When you face trials, don't see them as obstacles. See them as opportunities. That is why great men or people who become successful in life, they look out for problems and then they find solution. And once they find solution for the problem, it becomes a blessing to them because they serve. And as they serve, the service what pays back to them. So David decided to become the service boy or the sacrificial lamb that was going to face Goliath. He didn't know what was going to happen, but he put his trust in what? The Almighty. And anybody who puts his trust in the Almighty, He will never fail you. He will never disappoint you. For His name's sake, because He has history and His name cannot be what? Tarnished. Nobody put their trust in the Lord that the Lord has failed them. And you know it. You've heard stories and you've experienced and encountered situations where God came through for you. So if He came through for you the other time, why won't He come through for you this time? Because He's the same yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forever. So when David embraced the opportunity, called upon his Lord to give him strength, he did what? He overcame Goliath. Romans 5:3 says that, but we also glory in our suffering, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, character, and hope. You see, as you go on in life, even this trial that you are about to overcome, because I tell you, beloved, breakthrough is coming. Miracle is coming for you. Abundance is coming for you. As you embrace your trials and count it all joy and tell yourself that what? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Because your Lord, your God is with you. He said He will not leave you. He made you, He will take care of you, be with you through it all. So face your fears, embrace your trials, and transform your life. You see, 1 Peter 1:6-7 says something that I love, and I read it for you. He said, in all this you greatly rejoice. In all this you greatly rejoice. Though now for a little while you may what? Have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. That is why God says, you may not understand what I'm doing now, but later you will understand. So sometimes when you are going through struggles, you don't understand them, but you go through them. Because when you get to the next phase of the trial, after you've faced it and overcome it, you realize that, so this delay was for a purpose. So this denial was for a purpose. So this rejection was for a purpose. Because sometimes you don't seem to understand it, but just go through it and face it. Because when David embraced the opportunity and did not see it as an obstacle and overcame Goliath, Hannah came, glory came, blessing came, abundance came, and he entered into a new realm of what? Peace. Because Bible says, I will give you peace that transcends and surpasses all understanding. That is why it says, be anxious for nothing. I want you to remember, it says what? Be anxious for nothing. But in all things with thanksgiving and supplication, let your request and your petition be known to me. And I, the Lord, will give you peace that surpasses or transcends all understanding. So in the end, when you face your trials, Bible makes us understand that our God has promised us peace. So yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today, It's a gift. That is why it's called present. So it is important that as you are in today, embrace it with happiness and count it all joy. Whatever you are going through, go on your knees, seek for guidance. He will give you clarity. He will give you wisdom. He will give you the know-how. Because nobody in the Bible seek or sought the Lord that the Lord did not deliver from his fears or his trials. That is why David said in Psalm 34 verse 4, I sought the Lord and he answered me and he delivered me from all my fears. He did not say some. He said all my fears. So what is your fear? What is your trial? What is falling apart? What is in shambles? What is in chaos? What seems impossible? What has the doctor said? What is the result saying? What are they telling you? Where have you gotten to that you are so scared and troubled? Beloved, do not worry. Be anxious for nothing. Count it all joy, because this will produce what? Character. And this character will produce what? Perseverance. Because when you go through phase of trials, it teaches you how to be patient. It teaches you how to hold on and stay steadfast. It deepens your relationship with God and helps you to stay dependency of God, but not in men and not yourself. Because sometimes when people find themselves in abundance, they forget God. So trials is there for us to remember to what? Connect with God every day. So if you don't want to go through trials after these trials, or if you want to master the power or gain the authority over trials in life, depend on God, both in bad and in good times. And know that God will not leave you. He is always with you. So as I close on this episode, I just want to give you the spiritual insights that this verse is remind us that trials has a divine purpose in our life. They are not just obstacles, but opportunities for growth and deeper relationship with God. When you consider Job, when Job faced immense suffering, yet he remained what? Faithful. So, I don't know what you are facing, but if Job, going through an immense suffering, remained faithful, beloved, as I close on this episode, I want to assure you that remain faithful. Do not leave the presence of God. Remain there and seek his guidance and seek for power from above. For the one who is above all. So he is above everything you think you are going through. He got you covered. He will get you through it. All you need to do is hold on and stay true. Remain faithful. Go to him despite the problem, despite the news, despite the chaos, despite all things that are falling apart. Is it the rent? Is it the fees? Is it the delay? What is it? Go on your knees and say, God, thank you. I know things may be tough, but thank you. Because if I am here, I know you are here with me. For this is the day you have made. I will rejoice in it and be glad in it. One way or the other, he will not forsake you. So as I close on this episode, I urge you, beloved, let's remember that our trials can lead to a profound spiritual growth that will transform us and change our life. See, hold on. For if Job, in his immense suffering, remained faithful, beloved, I don't know what you are going through. I don't know where you've gotten to. I don't know. But I know that he is true and is faithful. So please, stay faithful in this time. And remember that he said we should count it all joy when we face many kinds of trials. For trials are opportunities for growth and transformation. Do not see your trials as obstacles. Change your mindset and see them as positive. Things that will bring transformation internally and outwardly. That when God brings to an end this journey of trial, the reward will be great. Stay blessed. Until the next episode, I want you to remember to subscribe, share and like, and put your comments and your thoughts out there. Things that you faced and how you overcame them. You may not know whose life you are changing or you are touching. Remember that you are on greater where great meets grace with Jason.